Welcome to Blades and Blasters. This is Imperium Maledictum, an ancient evil. This is the second to last episode that has a fancy name, which I don't remember off the top of my head. And we're gonna pick up where we left off in Kiv's asylum, if you will, his house, his strange mechanical base of operations. I'm going to read. This is chapter 9, and the chapter's introduction is The Meeting. The title is The Meeting. And you have laid low since your findings at the vault, which you subsequently were forced to retreat from when one of the Emperor's children arrived and drove you off. A day has passed, and it is time to meet with the Inquisition. You have their location and the time. There is no more delays. Nothing has come for you yet, but you sense that a climax of your investigation is close at hand. So you are with Kiv. Everybody is fairly rested, not beat up. Thane's injuries have been more or less healed. Newt's nose is still broken. He still doesn't smell very well, but otherwise is doing okay. After your time in the Medicaid Bay on the Black Storm. And I'll let you guys kick it off. The meeting is close at hand within a couple hours, and you have the location. And it's not, it would, you can take public transit to get there. Your lighter is destroyed, so you can't use that. So I'll let you guys give me some role play as we get started in this chapter 9.
So we are in Kiv's place, or Kiv is alone and we are making our
No,
way down to
you're
Kiv?
all in Kiv's place, yeah. This is where you've
Okay,
been
okay.
staying for the last day since your lighter was destroyed.
Yeah, cool. So Newt has spent most of his time, um, in the corner of this place they're at. He has been fidgeting with his nose, trying to like set it straight. Every time he does, he hears a crunch, but it moves the other way a little. Now and then he stops and kind of just seems to be lost in thought. He's murmuring something to himself. Sounds like a simple prayer that's more common from his home world. Finally, he stands up and walks towards where Jangus and um, Thane are sitting. That's it.
Thane is feeling better now that he's received medical attention aboard the Black Storm. He didn't know, but was not surprised that it was going to be his last trip as a welcomed member of the Rogue Traders crew. His punctured lung had been healed. His flesh had been regrafted on his leg from the plasma burn. And he was able to grab Claudia to ensure she didn't suffer a ignoble death, or worse yet, turn to heresy. He had made it down on the lighter. He also helped retrieve his comrades from the Emperor's children, and now he had been lying low, waiting to meet with this Inquisitor. He had spent a lot of time self-reflecting on his actions of late, believing that the Rogue Trader ultimately had noble intentions, but in the end he was self-deluding himself. Now he was looking to get not necessarily revenge, but to right some wrongs that he had been a part of, and to stop this before the rot of corruption and heresy spread.
Genghis sits and cleans his guns, and he kind of idly looks around the room every now and then, but mainly waits for time to tick on, knowing that House von Skald might be looking for them, and this meeting with the Inquisition, how it's gonna go, he's unsure about it, and it's just a lot going through his head all at once. He's trying to just remain as cool as he can, knowing that one way or another they'll get answers.
Kiv has been constantly aware of security, making sure that everything's been safe for them. He's on the scanners constantly, and he's been worried about, being pursued by the Space Marine and the others, anybody else that might still be around looking for them. So he's been on the computer constantly, pretty much working on that.
Yeah, you've been affixed to the cogitators. You have not seen any signs of the Adeptus Astartes, the Emperor's children. No sign of that, and really no. You've been kind of listening in to the public broadcast, and a downed lighter is kind of inconsequential to this place. Even shot down by a Space Marine. Obviously, no one would know it was shot down by a Space Marine necessarily. But yeah, you're not hearing anything about it for whatever reason. And yeah, you get to about the time that's about time to leave in there, so you can get there on time. And you would just basically take a couple lifts, probably something similar to a subway train, and you would be there within the hour.
As they're on the train, Newt looks to the rest. Let us confirm our story once more, so that when we meet the Inquisitors, there is no deviation from the truth. Do we tell them that the three of us were involved in the retrieval of the artifact that is maybe heretical? Or do we say that it was always in the possession?
Genghis thinks about that. He sighs. I think that they'd just figure out anyway if we were trying to lie. What if the Inquisitor's a stacker? If he brings a stacker with him, he might be able to tell that we're not telling the truth about it. We didn't know what we were getting. Plain and simple, not till we already got cogs in the machine. And now that we're coming to them, I mean, that's got to count for something. We could have just kept on working for them, even after we found out about all this. Chose not to. We ain't forthcoming and they find out, it's gonna look even worse than what we tell them the truth.
I agree. I think we didn't knowingly partake in this. We were simply retrieving an item that we did not know what it was. And now that we have discovered its nature and the continued acts of our rogue trader, we felt it imperative to reach out to the Inquisition as any good, law-abiding, God, Emperor-fearing individual would do.
we shall tell them the truth. But we shall use it sparingly. For example, the information about the children of the Emperor and the involvement of high society on this planet. Maybe we bring that in as additional information if the Inquisition is to threaten us for our actions so far.
We also got to think about how we're gonna bring up the fact that we killed one of their agents.
I think that would be best if we left that out. When the temple was attacked on Jorgen, he unfortunately died in the crossfire.
Yes,
Not
all
that
deaths
one.
so far are accidental and we are not responsible.
What about the gunfight we got into in the bar? Not bringing it up, but if they know of it, if they found out about it, how are we gonna explain that one?
Yes. Let us say that we were ordered to track that individual down, and we tracked him to that bar, and we attacked him, thinking that he was a betrayer of our Lord. Only then did he tell us that on his dying breath, he was actually working for the Inquisition. And we, upon seeing the error of our ways, we are now bringing the message to you. We did not know that our Lord was a heretic at that time when we attacked their agent.
Alright. Well, we got something to work with, at least, an approach to take. I suppose we stick with this, and if we come into anything unexpected, we'll just have to adapt on the fly.
Well, there is one last thing that we must always consider and anticipate. There is a saying on my planet. We call it the riddle of fate. We know that the skein of our fate has been written, but at the same time, we are still the master of our actions. My actions will be to continue to live. If at any point the Inquisition becomes a threat, my actions will be to protect my life. What will yours be, if I may ask this? I do not wish to go back to those black ships.
I stood by your side so far, Newt. I don't see no reason not to keep on doing so. I'd like to try to get out of this. Try to do something I can be happy with in my life. I can't do that if I'm stuck as a slave or worse for the Inquisition. If it looks like we can't get out of it no other way, it's guns blazing.
To be honest, I hadn't considered it. The average Imperial Guardsman survives about 15 minutes when the first last bolts and bolt rounds start flying. I've been clearing space hulks and working for the rogue trader for 7+ years now. I always considered my life expectancy to be way overdue, so I just assumed eventually I'd meet the end. I don't know, to be honest. I want to stop Lord Kranix, and if that means I have to work with the Inquisition to do it, then so be it.
And you, Kiv? Do you think the Omnissiah sides with us this evening?
Kiv's been looking out the window, maybe watching the mechanized city pass by as they're on the train, talking, and some of the things he's been listening the entire time, like maybe trying to catch hints of what they've been doing prior to their meeting up with him and everything like that. And of course, he doesn't know everything that they've been up to. But he turns to them and says through his mask, "Yes, the machine god is with us. I shall pray for our success."
Claudia's been quite silent, not really speaking up. She's very lost in all this political and the political circumstances that you've found yourselves in the hierarchy of the Imperium. She only knows that everyone is in grave danger, but doesn't really know exactly what's happening. And she finally just says, "I don't know why I ever left my home. I thought it was a good idea. I thought I wanted adventure, but this is... I'm not afraid of death, mind you, but it seems like there are worse outcomes than death, and I don't know who I should side with. Like I said, Ishmael seems like a good man, and House von Skald and his son have never done me any harm." How do we know they are at fault? What have they done wrong? Haven't they treated us with respect?
Tell me, Claudia, does the ecclesiarchy on your homeworld tell you about the evil that lurks in this galaxy, the denizens of the warp, the evil that's out there that the God Emperor protects us from?
She looks a little bashful, nervous, slightly. I've never been in one for religion, and as you might have remembered, I believe you did say that our local church were heretics. They were the ones that sold the item to von Skald. I don't know. I never paid attention. I just knew that there was a god emperor that supposedly looked after us, but I had never seen him. The only thing I knew was that a friend of mine, Torn, was killed by those bastards that came down to the planet. And you might remember that you never really gave her a full answer about how he died. And that was the
Yeah.
Inquisitor.
Wasn't that the guy shot in the face?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. His name wasn't important at the time.
Yeah.
Still isn't.
Full circle.
Exactly. And kind of thinks for a minute, and he goes, the God Emperor protects all of humanity. He protects us from the evil that's out there, be it Xenos, heretic, or those that follow the false gods. This Lord Kranix, who I've served faithfully for the majority of my adult life, I always thought was someone who was bringing the light of the Emperor to the far reaches of the galaxy. And it is only now that I've come to realize that in his quest for immortality, his fear of death, he has allowed himself to be corrupted. The honeyed words of corruption have poured into him, and he believes that he can control whatever this device is, and he's done worse and worse things to justify this extension of life. And now, and he looks over to the other two, they're consorting with the great heretics, those that turned against the light of the Emperor thousands of years ago and tried to kill him. The Emperor's children, cursed be they are aligned with them, and anyone that would be aligned with such evil will clearly harm you in time, whether you know it or not.
I don't know. Maybe I should just go back to Starfall. but I don't even know how to begin. Where to go, what to do.
We need to meet with the Inquisition, and if your wish is to go to Starfall, if we survive this, or I can see about booking you passage. I do have some solars available. I out of character. I have no idea what the cost would be to book
Yeah, I
passage
don't
there,
either.
but
Well, you have
if you wish to,
25,000 credits.
yeah. Oh, I'm not spending all that on her. No, I need some better weapons. Sorry. Um, I like her not that much. But yeah, we'll
It's
get
me
if that
role
is your
playing her,
wish.
not Slip, so
Yeah.
you can't get busy without feeling
Oh,
weird.
you thought wrong.
Hey, don't doubt that.
This game
Be
has
careful
Slim
what
Nation
you
in it. Be
say.
careful. With that said, he's like, if that is your wish to go back to your homeworld, then I will help you see that through. But I need to take care of this first. And I understand how strange this world is, this life being thrust into it less than a few months from the simple life of Starfall and Jorgen to the monstrosities that you've seen, the servitors and everything else. I understand wanting to go back, and I won't stop you.
Well, I'm not going to run away now. I'm with you until at least we can get off this planet. I don't know how I would feel about drawing a blade against Ishmael or someone else I've grown to care for. And you can give me a what would be the skill check? Maybe intuition. If you have human intuition, you can roll that. Just a normal challenging one.
Intuition, all right.
Anybody can do that if they would like, except Kiv. It wouldn't make sense for Kiv, but
Newt has no clue what she's talking about.
yeah. Neither does Jangus.
Find out shortly.
Critical fail for him. Not that it matters. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me. I'll whisper it to you. Did you see that?
Yeah, I just saw it. He, sorry, my internet was going slow for a second there. So he kind of regards Claudia for a moment and he goes, I admire Ishmael. He's holds the position that I one day hope to achieve, a master of the blade, a master of the gun, the preeminent warrior of a rogue trader. It's something I aspired to be. And he's done a great many things. And I don't fault him. I think his love, his adoration for Lord Cranix has blinded him to what he is becoming. Or perhaps Lord Cranix keeps him in the dark about what he's doing. Those are possibilities. Or maybe he's simply doing his duty because that's what he's been told to do and drilled into his brain his whole life. I'm not asking you to stand against him, but you need to understand the immensity of their betrayal to not only us, but the Imperium and the God Emperor for aligning with the forces of evil that they have.
Yeah, she just huffs and says, okay. Well, at least we won't have to deal with that right now. And I'm with you. I'm with you. And she just kind of drops back into silence as the train as it kind of goes along the subterranean rail, and eventually it slows, and you look up, and this is your stop.
It seems destiny awaits, gentlemen.
Well, let's go face whatever music's playing.
Newt lumbers out of the train, looks around, and starts walking towards the location where the meet's supposed to happen.
You each get out of the train and kind of get your bearings for a moment. You see somebody standing on the corner. This is not exactly where you're supposed to meet them. A hooded, robed figure. Looks kind of slight in stature. And you can give me a perception check if you would like. And challenging is fine.
You said this isn't where we're supposed to meet?
It's just a little farther away. This is it's like a couple blocks away. So this wouldn't be somebody you're meeting here on purpose.
And you said awareness?
Nope.
Yeah,
Awareness, yeah.
awareness, yeah. If you have sight, that's
And this was challenging?
yeah, just challenging, yeah. Oh, Newt.
Ooh, I've got
He
some
knows their shoe size.
auger away array plus 5 perception. Is that already? That's already input in there.
Thane doesn't even see her. Yeah. So, I wonder if I can whisper two people at once. Anyway,
Get those rolls out now.
Newt, I'm gonna whisper you this. Give me a second to whisper to Jangus real quick before you respond.
Sure.
Okay. So let me. You can respond how you're gonna respond.
Newt looks at that being, and then pulls his sword out, and he says, "Caution! Isn't that the rogue trader's navigator? Not navigator. Psyker, right? Psyker.
You do
No.
not know actually.
I do not know at all. Yeah. Okay.
It's not clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he'll just call her like the witch. I do not know. The strange one.
Fuck.
She's holding her hands up like in like a no violence sort of way.
Jangus pulls both guns and he has them out. He's got them basically pointed from the hip at her as they're going. She's in their way, right? Like
Not directly, kind of just off to the side. And Thane and Kiv, you see them kind of getting like agitated, pulling their weapons out at this person that you don't really you can't recognize from here.
What is it? What do you see?
Dora.
He kind of looks in that direction. You said she's kind of like sitting there, arms
Yeah, like,
stretched,
don't-
palms up, basically.
Yeah.
He looks at Jangus and Newt and Kiv and Claudia. Goes, "Do you want to spread out, make sure we're not a sit and duck ambush? One of us can go see what she wants."
She calls out, "There is no danger here. I simply wish to speak to you."
Very well, but the weapons stay out. Please speak.
Oh, very well, very well. I have heard you have had a falling out with my beloved.
Jangus is letting someone else speak on that when he's on high alert because he's expecting an ambush. This is like classic bait from the Inquisition days. He's looking
Yes.
around everywhere.
Yeah, I
The
think.
Lord Kranix is... Newt stops. Go ahead, Rogue.
Oh, I was gonna say, Kiv is probably gonna do his scanner. Probably why he failed his perception so horribly too. He was like looking down at his equipment and life force scanner on.
Yeah, there's tons of life forces. You're in a hive world, so there's a lot of life forms around, but nothing that you can kind of make out to be like coming towards you necessarily. There's people walking it's very hard to tell.
Right.
Thane just kind of eyes her up and down and goes, "Why don't you tell us what you've heard?"
Oh, I have heard that you found our allies' secret vault. And she looks at Kiv. I assume you were to blame for this. Unfortunate. Not something that you needed to see.
Kiv looks up at her. What was in that vault? What kind of heresy were you performing?
You don't know? You're not a very good tech priest, are you? It was the gene seed of the Adeptus Astartes. Actually, it was Blood Angel gene seed that was stolen by the Emperor's children.
Perhaps I've just never seen such heresy.
Oh, it isn't heresy, my dear. It is a new beginning for one chapter, and the loss of such for another.
The fact you speak so openly of heresy is repulsive.
I am simply being truthful with you.
Yeah, Jangus, after he does a quick scan, he looks at her. What are your intentions here? What are you trying to do with us right now?
Well, I have a gift for you, number one. This gift is for Thane or Newt. You, I have a totally different gift than blood.
Jangus doesn't respond. He narrows his eyes at her, and he looks to Newt and Thane. If you want to take it, you can, but I think we shoot her down.
It's only a picked recorder. I'll leave it right here. She, goes and kind of pulls her robe open to show what she's grabbing, and it's clearly just a picked recorder, and she pulls it out, puts it on the ground in front of her, takes a step back.
Newt walks straight ahead. His sword is not kind of low to the ground, but it's still in
She
hand.
doesn't let you. She keeps backing up as you advance. She's not gonna let you get too close.
Cool.
As Newt advances, he'll pick up the picked recorder and activate it.
Yeah, I'll whisper. So what are you doing, Newt? Are you actually going after her, or are you kind of...
No. So once
Yep.
he knows that Thane's got it, he stops right there.
Yeah. She keeps moving backwards, and she just says, "I will see you again." And behind her, you're very shocked to see something reverberate in the air behind her, open up, and she steps through it and then disappears. And I would like you all to take 1 corruption.
Oh, shit.
I'll whisper you what's on the pict recorder thing. Um, ah,
I do not see it yet.
it's just
Oh, there it is.
and this part.
As he watches it, his eyes kind of narrow, and he can kind of feel like an anger growing inside him as he sees that. And they're out in the open, right?
You're kind of in a small street that's connected to a bunch of alleyways. It's like, yeah.
He kind of jerks his head maybe to like one of the alleyways to go down there briefly as they're on the way to the rendezvous.
Yeah, there's various ways to get to this place. It's just a labyrinth of small roads and alleyways.
He'll find like an offshoot and basically find something to prop it on, and he'll stand there and he'll kind of have his weapon out, and he'll press play and turn to face the others.
Everybody gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kivit doesn't have much meaning to you, but it's a video, and you see Jangus walking up to this big piece of equipment, unlocking a huge cylinder. Well, first, actually, he walks up to this big piece of equipment. A tech priest turns towards him. Jangus shoots him in the head, and then goes about unfastening this massive cylinder, and then there's a bunch of alarms blaring, and something that just repeats Geller Fields down, Geller Fields down, Geller Fields down.
You better start explaining real quick. What's this?
Jangus looks at it, disbelief, and just... I didn't do that. I don't remember doing this at all. Fake. Gotta be. I'd remember killing somebody. I'd remember doing that with the Geller field. That didn't happen.
Some sort of blackmail.
You, tech priest, confirm it. Are you able to?
I think he would be able to with a good roll. Yeah, let's do whatever the one is above challenging. I think it's hard. Difficult. So if you do a difficult, you can use security on it too. So if you do a security roll.
Can I use my talent, Data Delver, at all?
That's no. That's for like looking in databases and stuff, right? Let me look at it again. Naturally, too.
Is there a way to share this?
What?
Like in the chat or something.
Oh, you mean just the thing?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Find or retrieve information from a document archive. Now you're looking at the validity of this, so it's going to just be a security.
Can Newt do an intuition roll looking at, he's just looking at Jangus?
Yeah, you can do that too, yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you say this is difficult? Or?
Difficult, yes. Yeah, no, you're not able to ascertain, and you're not sure if it's valid or not.
Yeah, Newt, based on that roll, Newt turns to Thane. It cannot be. Jangus has been with me for a long time. It cannot be, Jangus. Why would Jangus do that? Destroy the Geller field and then cause his own destruction? It does not make sense. This is fake. Maybe this is the Lord trying to cause infighting so that we do not meet with the Inquisition, kill each other.
I would remember doing something like this, and more to that, I fought to help contain the damn thing. I was down there, put my life on the line with the rest of you. Why would I cause something then go in there and die to try to prevent it? No, they planted this. This is what Newt said. I think they're trying to split us up because they know they don't want the Inquisition on their tail.
Yes, they're trying to dissuade us from going to the Inquisition and telling them about the heresy that we found in the archive.
Thane's quiet while they're all talking, trying to decide who to believe. On the one hand, it does make sense to cause disarray amongst the group. But why wouldn't he trust someone who is a willing and openly honest participant with traitor Marines? But at the same time, does Thane know he's a mutant? I can't remember if that was established.
I think it's pretty obvious.
I thought so. But one should not always trust the mutant, and perhaps he's a double agent, and that's why they were trying to recruit Newt. But he ultimately relents. He goes, no offense if I have you walk in front of me from now on, but I do agree it seems odd that they would present this information now, other than trying to sow discord and perhaps think that we'll kill each other before we can do something against Lord Cranix.
I'll walk in front of you if you need me to. I'm on your side, Thane. I wouldn't... I don't know. It's a real easy target, ain't it? I mean, it's just too convenient they'd show something like this to us now trying to split us up. It ain't true. I swear. I'd remember doing something like this.
How long has it been since we saw the archive? That was just like yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The vault? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Claudia looks... I don't know. We're going to be late. We should get going.
Yeah, Thane will pocket the picked recorder and hold on to it for now. And Claudia's right. We need to get to the rendezvous. This is worse than I could have imagined. Is he aware of, like, gene seed or anything like that? Is that, like, a common thing?
You'd have to give me a lore.
I'm guessing
Lore
not, but we'll see.
or... let's see. It could be... It could be tech. But probably lore or Medicae.
We'll just do lore.
Would Newt and I have any idea from the interactions with the Space Marines?
I don't know that
you
you've
talked
ever
with
seen
one of
any
the-
kind of gene seed vault or anything like that. You can roll the same. Thane, you do know that gene seed is basically, what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. You don't know, all the fine details, but you have a general idea.
So as they're walking, he kind of thinks back, maybe swapping stories with some of the more old veterans within the ranks of the rogue trader that may have fought alongside a space marine in a desperate hour or some sort of serious Xenos incursion. And he goes, I was talking to an old Sergeant Monty, I think his name was, and old Monty, he was a crafty one, sly fox, and he said he fought with Space Marines, and no one believed him, but turned out his unit did. Some chapter came and saved him, and he saw one of them that had fallen in battle, as impossible as it might have seemed. they removed something from him, and he learned it was gene seed. That's how they made more of them. And if they've used stolen gene seed, then this is spiraling out of control.
I think this is good information. I do not see why the Inquisition would want us destroyed.
Especially if we have the location of the vault. We could show this to them.
Yes. And then Newt continues to walk towards the rendezvous point.
Okay. One sec. You head down, make a couple turns, and you see a few people standing kind of leaning against the wall, sitting on a crate. Three people look like armsmen, sort of folk. To you, that's what you probably would. Did I lose somebody off the?
Don't worry, I'm
Okay.
reloading it. It's
Okay.
going super slow.
Then you see, they're not visible. And then you see a woman, looks kind of more affluent, with armor on, carapace armor, and she has with her, a chainsword on her back and a pretty big bolt pistol on her hip. And I don't know, how do you approach them? They don't seem to be hiding or anything like that. And the woman does have the sign of the Inquisition, the rosary, around her throat, hanging down onto her gorget. And what do you do? They don't make any signs like they know who you are, or I don't know. Are you hiding? How are you going about this? They're out in the open.
Yeah, I mean, Newt will just walk up straight to them. At this point, he will, he would have sheathed his sword once Mistara left. And he will not pull his sword out. He'll just walk straight up to that group, to the person who has the rosary around their neck. And he says, Inquisitor. And he gives a, like a head bow.
She turns towards you and looks up at you and kind of takes a slight step back. Oh, yes. Yes, you can be on your way. Nothing, we're not here for you.
You're mistaken. We're here for you. We're here to meet you.
She looks to one of the other people. Is that so? How is that?
We are agents of House von Skald.
Former
And
agents, he quickly interjects.
yes, I'm sorry. All this is very new, Inquisitor. We are sorry to say, but your agent was killed in action. But upon his dying breath, he told us what was really happening in the House von Skald. And we could not stand by. We could not let heresy continue with the light of the Emperor in our hearts.
She looks at Newt and Thane. Her mouth is kind of agape, a bit. Oh, I see. Which agent you're talking about? Regulus? He was supposed to meet us here.
That's the one.
And how did he die?
in a bar fight. We were unaware he was working for the Inquisition. We were told to go seek a traitor of the house who had stolen material from the Seneschal. We did not know that he was an Inquisition agent. Upon his dying breath, he told us about these data slates and neat kind of gestures to whoever has it. And
Jangus
then
was
we
scared.
found out more and more about our former lord, and hence we are making this meeting to see if we can be of service again to the Inquisition.
She crosses her arms over her chest and says, "Well then, you'll have to tell me what has been happening ever since the Black Storm has got to port. The information has stopped flowing."
We got all these. Jangus will bring the data slates out. If there's any gaps in there, we can fill them. We've been watching the whole sordid affair go down since Starfall.
I see. Starfall, that is where he claimed the Halo device. Is that true?
It is. We've seen it. He's a old man, ancient really. When we first met him, Newton 2, I suppose. And then when he got it and put it on his finger, next time we saw him, he was a younger man. Couldn't have been older than 40. It's unnatural.
It is. It is one of the reasons why we are interested in his heretical activities. As you know, rogue traders do have a wide berth, but that is a little bit too much, as they would say.
It gets even worse than, fortunately.
Well, why don't you tell me?
Well, we need certain assurances. Steve, we're risking a lot coming to you. And Newt and I are familiar with the Inquisition. My friend here, he gestures to Newt. Some assurances that we're not going to get tied into this whole thing. We get some of that, we'll give you everything we got.
Of course, you can't be held accountable for something that someone of that power wields over those in their employ. Not at all. Please, continue. Hold on one second. Give me intuition. Whoever would like
Everybody,
to make it.
or-
Yeah, whoever wants to make it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Nope.
Newt's our guiding light.
Yeah, he's so good.
Barbarian can see the lies.
Did you get that?
Yes, continue.
She tells you that, of course, you're not to be blamed for this, and wants you to keep talking.
Yeah, I guess for the sake of time, Jangus will let Kiv actually, because Kiv can explain it better, I think. Jangus will look to Kiv. Kiv, you can probably explain the technical aspect of what we encountered better than I can.
Yeah, he steps forward and says, I am Kiv Zion. I was a servant to Kalish Nuo. He was my master. And we were in search of a vault. But I found out that my master had fallen to the Dark Mechanicus. These followers of the Emperor's Light helped me find the vault. And inside are some very disturbing things. I would like to show you the location of this vault to prove that our good faith stands in the Emperor's light still.
Valeria says, very well. Give the coordinates to one of my men here. And he pulls out a data slate, and he will record the location.
Yeah, Kiv has no. I mean, he believes them. I guess he trusts them, and he puts in the location of the vault that they found.
And what was it there you found?
And he'll tell him.
Yeah. She seems very interested in that. She says, "Oh, really? That is quite a predicament for the Empire, for the Imperium. Well, you have done well coming to me." Zypher, did you get my whisper?
Be sure to use caution. The Space Marine chased us out of there.
Oh my. Okay. She nods very well.
Wait, can I use faith for that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just try it once.
Oh man.
No.
Slightly less worse.
Yeah. Yeah, she says, well, I do have something that you could do that would wash all your sins away in the eyes of the Imperium, the Inquisition, and the God Emperor. Are you willing to take this task and perform it? Otherwise, I will need to take you, and there will be a trial.
I wish to right these wrongs. Let us know what it is.
Isn't it obvious?
Yes.
Kill Krenix the Elder, and recover the Halo device, and bring it to me.
Newt kind of looks at her like she is like retarded.
Thane shares an equal look, and he just blurts out, "Do you expect us to just waltz right back onto the Black Storm and take out his entire retinue?"
Didn't you say trick him? Trick him to come to you? I have it on good authority. He is on the planet.
Even if we trick him to come to us, he will not be alone. He has arch-militant with him.
He's working with damn Emperor's children, is that what they're called? Space Marines.
Thane spits on the ground. They work with the third, according to his lecherous follower, that Mystara.
If you can't kill him yourself, then a coordinate of him would do. You need to find out where he is then.
Could certainly do this.
It sounds doable.
While you're talking, there, all of a sudden you hear a siren go off, and kind of like over the PA, someone speaks and it says, "Martial law is now in effect. Martial law is now in effect. No ships may leave port. None will enter. Go into your domiciles and wait. Go into your domiciles and wait. The Inquisition is now, how would I say that? The Inquisition has asserted authority of this planet. Inquisitor Skald has arrived. Inquisitor Skald has arrived. Go into your domiciles and wait." And it just repeats.
Was that the person I imitated?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Thane hearing that name, he gets this look like, son of a bitch. But he kind of looks at the other ones, assuming they might recognize the name. Since they had to call me that. And he looks at this Valeria. Well, it sounds like we have some work to do, but I warn you, if they're allied themselves with dangerous psychers and traitor marines, you're going to need more than the Inquisition.
She doesn't say anything. She actually looks over to one of her guys as the recording is going off, looking. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. She looks a bit concerned.
We will find a way, I suppose, to lure him out of whatever hole he is going to go into now that martial law has been declared.
No, we do not need to lure him out. He wished to speak to us. We have a way. Is there a mechanicum that you have, Inquisitor, that you may track us with? I think we might have a way.
She nods.
And who is this Inquisitor Skald?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
And Newt also says, "Who is this Inquisitor Skald?"
She looks at the other. She stammers a bit and says, "I have never met this one." And go ahead and give me an intuition skill check, please.
Just anybody again?
Yeah, anybody. That's fine.
Try and fate it again.
So close.
Fate it.
Yeah, I rolled under a 50.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that
was good one.
Ooh,
There you go.
Big Newt.
Okay, so Newt, you got a +3, right? Okay, hold on. So I'm just trying to look at all. You spend a fate, right, Newt? Is that right?
Yep. So I've spent 2 fates so far.
Okay. Since you did the best, I'm just gonna whisper to you real quick. 1 second. That was I rolled a rapport test for her secretly, so
Okay.
you got a lot of information there.
Yeah, so, Newt then kind of looks to the others and then looks to Valeria. You may not know Skal, but his arrival puts you at unease, Inquisitor. And he says that loud enough for everybody to hear. Why is that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am simply worried that perhaps there is more going on here than even I know.
What it is that you know, we have shared our information. If you wish for us to go into the den of the lion, then we need to know more. Else, we'll find our own way off the planet.
I know what you have told me. You killed my contact, it appears. He was feeding me information that I would be able to bring Lord Krenix down. It is not an easy thing to bring down an entire rogue trader dynasty, even for the Inquisition.
How do we know that if we give you the location of the rogue trader, that you will come to our aid and not leave us there to die at his hands?
You don't.
It seems we have to put our trust in the Inquisition that they'll do the right thing and stop this rot before it spreads.
Yes, he's right.
How much Thane believes that, he's not quite sure based on some of the things he's heard the other two mention, but he doesn't have many options.
This arrival of this Skal scares you, so there is something not quite right here.
I'm sure we can trust the Inquisition.
Newt, give me another lore check. This one, make it, and Thane too. Give me lore checks, or not Thane. I'm sorry, Jengus. Give me a routine one. Thane, you could too, actually.
Yep. You said routine lore.
Yeah. All right, Jengus, this is you. That one's to Ghost.
Do I know anything about the differences? Would I be able to tell what?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, hold on.
Uh. Yeah, Jengus pulls his guns out and points them at the Inquisitor. No spilled no lead, nothing. He just he pulls the guns out and points them right at her, and he's looking at her. It's your turn to start explaining, because I've seen rosettes before, and the one you got on, it ain't legit.
As soon as he says that, Thane brings his hell gun up as well.
What do you mean? This is quite
Yeah,
legitimate.
He cocks the hammer on his solid slug gun, and he was. I was in the Inquisition for months. Hell, might have been years with time dilation. I've seen rosettes. I know what they look like. I even know what fake ones look like. Your rosette, it's fake. I know it is. So, you can either start talking, we can all start killing each other. It's your call.
Being at a disadvantage that you have to drop on her, she puts her hands up and she's like, fine. You're right, it is fake, and I'm not an inquisitor. There's no reason to attack us, we're still on the same side. You want House von Skald destroyed, and so do we. We're House Zepton agents, posing as Inquisition, to easily get the information we need to bring the downfall of House von Skald. We're on the same side.
So you've been
That sounds legit.
feeding them false information within the house, thinking they were working with the Inquisition.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, shit. Does this seem legit to me?
You can do a intuition roll. I would say it a routine, really. Yeah, it's just Jenga's got it anyway. Yeah, you think so? She answered pretty quickly, and it all kind of makes sense.
Damn it. Jenga, he looks disappointed. He puts his gun away. So what do you guys even have here then? I can't imagine House Zepton's particularly welcome here, given what planet it is.
We're undercover, as you can see. Just gaining the information we can where they think they're safe.
Is there any backup? Do you have any troops on standby? How did you plan on killing Lord Kranix if we weren't here?
That wasn't the plan for now. We're simply attempting to get the information we needed about what they were doing. We attempted to
You are
She pauses and
a
looks
bunch of morons. We are leaving. And Newt kind of turns to her, and this will be the last we see of each other. You have the information you need. We are not going to do anything else for you. Even if
Do you not wish the destruction of House von Skald as we do? Join us.
Trading one devil we know for another devil we don't know. We were doing this to get out of this situation, damn it. This is just
Yeah,
more complicated.
Indeed, like my friend Jangus here says, we would have joined you. But you do not possess the necessary requisite skills to take on your enemy. I am not convinced your house is worth our while, if the likes of you are part of it. Do you even have a strategy to take out Kranix the Elder? I think not.
Of course we do.
What Thane's experience with Lord Kranix and von Skald, what in relationship to Zepton, like power level, is one significantly powerful
They're
than
pretty
the other?
close. Von Skald is maybe a little bit more powerful. You haven't been in a lot of the sector that is more House von Skald, you know,
Yeah.
power base. So you're not sure. This is very much a von Skald held area, and Zepton is further away, much further away than this. But yeah, they're pretty similar. You think?
Thane kind of thinks for a minute. What? I do not speak for my friends here, but what is House Septon offering other than service?
Freedom. Isn't that what you want? Tell me what you want. I cannot guess your desires.
Well, even if we have some, do you even have the authority to give it to us? Or are we just speaking to another cog in the machine like we are?
We are all cogs in the machine. But my word bears weight, and when my masters hear of your service or your potential service, I'm sure they will welcome you with open arms.
What were you paying the agent you were going to meet?
She shrugs. Several thousand solars.
Perhaps you could give that to us, and we give you more information.
What other information do you have?
Perhaps we can continue with the agreed-upon assignment, and you pay us instead.
To hell with that. Several thousand to try to kill a rogue trader?
No, just for his location.
I will pay you what I have available. She pulls out a data slate and looks at it. There's 3,000 solars here I can give you for that information.
He takes.
She hasn't given it over yet, but
Yeah, Genghis, he shakes his head and he looks at Thane and Newt. Look, they got their information. We're better off cutting ties with, like Newt said, these morons. If anything, we go to the actual Inquisition now that they're involved. Or we just try to get the hell out of here.
I'm going to see this to the end. And he's kind of talking in private with them. I'm seeing this to the end. I just don't know who we should work with. This House Sabata, or take our chances with this Inquisitor Skarl. If you don't forget the one I was impersonating that helped a psychopath psyker escape.
Well, I just don't think these imbeciles are gonna be any help. Be on our own to deal with this damn thing. I've looked through the computers. I know Zeptons. They're out of the way. This ain't their territory. What could they possibly have in here other than these four?
They can catch las rounds. They can catch bolter rounds. They can absorb. They can be our meat shields. They have uses. He's going to be well protected. If we can use House Tabata to deal with their chaff, we might have a better chance at striking at the heart of this rot.
yeah, when you guys are talking, Claudia's kind of like meandering away, kind of facing the other way. Like you're not sure what she's doing. She just seems to be kind of distancing herself from you.
Jangus looks at Newt. What do you say? I don't know, you've had the measure of this agent since we've been talking. What do you think? You think we work with them, or take our chances, or try to do it ourselves?
We cannot take on the House Granics. Even with these imbeciles, even if we attack them or they are the diversion, they still have those space marines, those Astartes. No, we must make our way to the Inquisitor. Maybe just I meet the Inquisitor if it seems that the two of you have some previous history. And then maybe the Inquisition has more resources that we can trust. We can still do of what needs to be done of finding and pointing out von Skald the Elder, but we cannot take them on, not even with these four. And they have the governor in their pocket. I saw the governor's daughter openly talking to the younger von Skald and a traitor space marine.
What do you say, Thane? You willing to try to work with the Inquisition? We can keep your impersonation quiet. Maybe we can talk with the actual Inquisitor Skull.
I say we work with both. We use the weight of House Zapata in conjunction with ours, because what are we right now? Traitors? AWOL? Why would Scar believe us? He would put us under, you know them better than me, they'd put us under interrogation to find the validity of such claims. I don't know if using House Zapata as a backer to these claims would help or hurt.
If anything, it'd make us of interest. 5 of us caught between 2 rogue traitor houses, a bunch of accusations of heresy. He'd at least want to speak with us.
There's
We still got evidence we can use.
yeah, you hear the sound of like Astra Militarum clearing the streets. And Valeria calls out, "It's time to act. We must go now."
Kiv looks to the others too, and he nods, and he says, more allies, the better.
Newt looks to Jangus. We need more time. We can't just approach the Inquisition either. Thane is right. If we just show up out of nowhere, they may not believe us and might choose to apply levels of questioning that you and I both know will be painful in the least and downright excruciating in the worst. We need a plan to engage with the Inquisition.
Let us go with Valeria for now, and then we will meet them when we can get the opportunity.
Alright, we'll go with them, but this whole damn thing's getting real messy.
I never thought it'd be easy. And he kind of calls to Claudia. Claudia, let's go.
Yeah, she's probably about a good 20 feet away right now, with her head turned to you, and she's making like gestures, and yeah, she doesn't hear you.
He'll Vox beat her. Claudia, what are you doing? It's time to go.
And she stops, and you hear her go up and click her Vox beat on her ear, and she's, "Oh, yes, I'll be right there." And then she clicks it again, and then there's a pause, and then she turns around and clicks it one more time, and then walks towards you.
Hey.
Newt looks at Thane. Where is she? What is she doing?
Did it look like she was signaling someone, basically?
No, I don't think she... No. It may be that she was talking to someone else.
As she's kind of walking back, he kind of whispers to the group, "I think we need to find a task for Claudia that will put her far away from what we're doing to keep her low. I have concerns that while she was training with the Arch-Militant, she may be clouded. Her judgment is possibly compromised. She doesn't understand the threat in the way we do. I'm
True.
I'm not saying she will betray us, but the best way to keep an honest person honest is to remove temptation. So if we keep her out of the loop, she won't have anything to be tempted with.
Give her
Let's,
some credits and have her find a way off this planet.
There's no getting off this planet if the Inquisitor Scarl is here, if Valeria and her attitude is to be believed.
Yes, but
let's go with the others, and we'll think of something. Maybe we can have her scout out a meeting place. And then he looks at Newton Thane, like, maybe that'll work. Have Claudia do some scouting, say, oh, this looks like a nice bar, just go ahead and check it out. Check this one out, too. I mean, something simple, right? But we gotta move.
Let's go.
Yeah, Valeria's waving you forward, and you head down the, down the alleyway, and she tucks into a doorway. You come in here, and she's like, "This is not good. I had plans to leave tomorrow." It is possible
Well,
we could
Right,
weasel
yeah.
our way out.
No, we're all committed to this for various reasons. Us for stopping evil, you for weakening a rival. Regardless, we're in this now, and we're gonna have to figure a way to solve it. There's no getting off this planet.
We gotta strategize how we're gonna try to deal with this problem. First one being, I suppose we're gonna deal with Lord Kranix first if we can. I really think we should try to get in contact with the Inquisition. They got considerably more resources.
She takes the rosette off, and she says, "Then I'm getting rid of this."
Impersonating an Inquisitor's a bad business, and he looks at the thing kind of like slide-eyed, like he's making a indecision.
Yeah, Thane adds, only a fool would do such a thing.
But we got to try to talk with the Inquisition to come with two things. We got to be able to show them beyond a shadow of doubt things we're saying are true, like what we gave you, so I think we got that. But we also got to give them a plan, because they're going to try to spin us to it just as well, I think. Their perspective, why waste inquisitorial agents when you can have some freelancers, which is what we would be to them, do it for you. And they'll have us too, because, well, we're all tied into it together now.
Well, let's be honest, if what Newt says is true, the governor or part of his family is part of this conspiracy.
Right. So it's a huge mess, and if we want to get this taken care of, I think, well, it's much bigger than all 9 of us in here. So we got to come with evidence and, well, probably some ideas too.
And what hard evidence do you have to give to the Inquisitor? These data slates, I wrote most of these, and you can probably understand which one she's talking about, because she's the one that was talking to the contact. And she says, I don't think there's anything in here that is heretical information.
There are two
They
things.
They must see the vault.
Yes, the vault and the ring.
The ring, yes. The vault I do not know. Is there any actual evidence that von Skald is connected to the Emperor's children? Besides your word?
Well,
Perhaps.
I have
Perhaps.
seen the daughter of the governor speak with the emperor's children. Even if the inquisitor does not believe me, they will be forced to investigate nonetheless. And that should be enough. All they need is a lead, which I will provide.
We're also the ones who firsthand recovered the device from Starfall. So we can recount details from there that nobody else should know unless they were there. Our firsthand testimony, it's gonna be pretty rock solid.
I do not know about this. This is dangerous. I do not want to get involved with the actual Inquisition. I do not want to go with them and be questioned. I would prefer very much to simply blend in and wait it out.
If you want to blend in, not participate, but still get the credit, then you can help us capture one of his higher echelons so they can be put to questioning by the Inquisitor.
Depends who. And she's saying that, and then about 5 seconds later, there's a big loud knock on the door.
He quietly looks to everybody like,
I look to the door, and I mean they're not saying anything. There's no like, open up, and nothing like that.
Not yet. It's not like Astra Militarum, going house to house or anything like that.
Who is it?
And then there's a simple response, "Let me in." And you probably recognize the voice. It's Ishmael. Claudia immediately is looking down at her feet. I'm sorry, I thought he could help us.
is there more than one room to this
No.
thing?
There's like a bathroom in the back, but not really.
Can I check my Auspex scanner, see if it's just him, or
It is just him.
he'll look at everybody and say that there's one.
Does Valeria have any markings of House Zapata on her?
No. Oh no.
Okay, he quietly, as they decide, he goes to Valeria. Will the arch-militant of House von Skald recognize you?
No.
Then stand there and shut the fuck up. And he turns to Claudia and nods. Open the door. And he looks to Newt. Oh shit, be ready.
Yeah, she does, and he kind of ducks in and looks at everyone, and he says, "What is going on?" The door shuts behind him.
Genghis keeps his hands on his pistols. He's letting Thane take the lead on this one. He knows because he knows Ishmael better.
Yeah, he go ahead.
No, can we just take a 5-minute break here?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were just playing Parcheesi.
Thane goes, well, I'm going to tell you, I gotta go back and take a huge grumper real quick for about 5 minutes.
I've got the nervous shits, man. This is really, really stressful.
Have you ever ate this corpse paste?
We were in here playing charades. You ever played Pictionary, Ishmael?
With someone's blood,
You
sure.
ever try that game out? Pretty fun. Man, this is there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, just getting ready to I was getting ready to ask Valeria, hey, does Zapata have any armories or caches anywhere? Because I sure could use a really big weapon for penetrating armor.
Yeah.
I'll be right back too.
That'd just be unloading plasma and praying to whoever would listen.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about this whole time. Getting some money and getting some equipment.
Last pistol.
Right here at
last
does it
pistol's
all.
not treating you right.
He finally realized it. He looked at it like, huh. Maybe not.
It's good for microwave and TV dinners.
Mhm.
It's good for illuminating a dark space. Excellent flashlight. Just gotta get yourself a nice plasma pistol. Your mentor had it right. He didn't teach you that. He was trying
Yeah.
to kill
He
you.
just kept it
You got
kept
the
it
good
for
stuff.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, when you betrayed him, he could shoot you.
Yeah.
There wasn't any advice on that one because he didn't want you to be ready. You know,
It's like, here,
Wasn't-
use this one.
it wasn't. Hey, Kiv, you should definitely get a plasma pistol whenever I actually pay you. It was like, nah, I'll give you mine. Just not the way you think.
This is what I used when I first started.
That guy really let you down. Didn't even give you a plasma pistol turned on you. Brick.
Did you guys see the end of Vikings?
Don't think so.
Mm-mm. I didn't see the beginning of it either, but
Oh, it was a good show.
really?
Yes. While Ragnar was in it.
Hmm.
Then it just became about his sons after he goes down. But not so good after he goes down. I mean, it wasn't Game of Thrones bad ending, but
Is anything that bad?
yeah, I don't know.
Pretty rough one.
Bran should be king, of course.
Yeah.
These guys must have been smoking some good stuff when they came up with that.
Yeah, someone did a short about that where they're just like torching like the decision making of how that
Yeah.
series ended up. It's like, oh yes, and granted freedom to the north, in no way setting up future problems from the problematic kingdoms of Dorne and the Iron Islands. No way they wouldn't see this kind of weakness and, loss of combat prowess and banners to call and say, hey, maybe we should secede as well.
Yeah. Not immediately, but they definitely would later. Once they recovered from, like, their royal families getting fucking, like, wiped out.
I mean,
In
Dorne,
good episodes.
Dorne probably would immediately.
Oh, yeah, after they got kicked around as much as they did, for sure. Dorne would have. And then, the Iron Islands, I don't know. I don't even know how many people are still left on the Iron Islands. I feel like hundreds of people from the Iron Islands die in every season, and they're not that big.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah.
wouldn't be doing anything for a long time because Euron Greyjoy's basically got the entirety of the Iron Fleet with him.
He died in the show, to be fair. But they would beat somebody else for sure. So yeah. And then what? Bran's kingdom just collapses because debt. Like
Yeah,
gets
I mean,
all this money.
First, yeah, it's like, okay, the Master of Coin is a known freaking sellsword who just like blows through money like crazy.
Who
you
was
know
the master
what
of
debt
coin
was?
At the end of it? Is it Braun?
fucking Bran.
Yeah.
Or, yeah,
Oh,
Bronn.
yeah,
Bronn.
okay, that makes sense.
He didn't even know what, like, loans and shit were.
Bronn,
Like,
Bronn literally probably can't read, like in the books.
Yeah.
Unlikely. What was it? And then they make a junior or a master and trainer, the freaking Grand Maester.
Yeah. Huh.
Man, it got all fucked up.
Like what's left of the Kingsguard?
It was very much just like an ending where somebody was expecting to say like, and then everybody clapped. Type
Yeah.
of thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it was just everybody who. It was just like a fan service ending, but in the wrong way. Like if you wanted to go hard, like honestly, they should have just leaned into a fan service ending and just said, yeah, Danny wins.
The thing
Like,
that gets
that-
me too is they had the money. They were good to go. They were like, yeah, you can keep going. Here's the money.
Yeah, you want to expand this last season out a little bit? Nah, it's fine. We're gonna have
That's good.
Arya turn into Dora the fucking Explorer and go west into an ocean that literally no one has ever fucking returned from.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head off the map. That's what she said. I'm just gonna go, wherever the map ends. That makes sense.
I've been getting a little bit of hankering for some Shattered Kingdoms, but we'll see.
Yeah, because we'll do it right. We're gonna do that dumbass shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That was really rough. It really just feels like they pulled two people off the street and had them right for the last season.
And then they assume the fans are dumb and won't be like, hey, remember when that entire Dothraki army with their flame swords charged into the undead and they literally all died because you saw a giant overhead view of it happen, and then the entire fucking army's back when they get down to King's Landing?
Yeah.
Like,
No, we had more. It's fine.
Yeah, are they born pregnant?
Dothraki men reach maturity within 6 months of birth. You have a baby boy, within 3 months they're a teenager, 6 months they're killing people.
They're fucking like rabbits. I mean, they're shitting out 12 kids at once, and yeah, they're by the time they commit to the 3-month march down to King's Landing, they're fully grown.
My baby, you're so strong.
This is all well recorded in the Minister's Chronicles. Everybody's aware of the Dothraki insane breeding. It's why they kill each other so much, because otherwise they'd eat everything on the plane.
Yeah, it's like lemmings.
Yeah.
All right, X is back. So Ishmael walks in, looks around, with a quite angry look, and just kind of says, "What is happening?" And Claudia kind of is looking down at her feet. I'm sorry, I thought he could help us.
I pray that you're right, Claudia. Even though internally it's like, dumbass motherfucker. Yeah, he kind of steps forward. Archmilitant, I've known you since the regiments of my homeworld were recruited to your service. I have fought dutifully and loyally to Lord Cranix for approaching a decade. Our units received accolades and honors for our work expanding Lord Cranix's empire. I see you as someone I aspire to be. I never could match your skill with a blade, but I hope to one day be able to shoot as you did and lead men into battle and be a role model for those, something to rally around in the midst of battle to turn
Get
the
on
tide.
with it, Thane.
The point I'm making is Lord Cranix has betrayed us both, as well as his son. It's not words one wants to hear when they think of someone as a father figure, but he has betrayed the Imperium, and he has allied himself with those that have turned from the God Emperor and worship the foul powers of the warp.
That is quite an accusation. If you're speaking of his age, there are certain rejuvenation gifts that the Medicaid can provide, that wealth that the rogue trader can bring upon himself. It is not something I have seen before, but not out of the realm of possibilities.
This is beyond that. And he kind of, and does Sane know kind of the gist of the ring, or is he still
No, you
kind of
just
in the
know it.
dark
You
about
just know
that?
it. It's something that, I mean, you have an idea that it was. I think in isn't the data slate something say that they got it from the
Yeah,
Halo region of space, and
yeah.
that but that's about it. You don't know anything about
Yes.
what it does.
So basically, he thinks that at best he doesn't know that it's a. He just knows it's a Xenos artifact, and he thinks it's poisoned his mind. Yeah, it's bad enough that he wears that Xenos artifact. It seems to be clouding his judgment and poisoning his mind, but you can't deny that him and that Mystara and his son are actively calling Trader Marines members of the Third their allies.
I know nothing
One,
about that.
Kranix the Younger, tried to recruit Newt into their ranks. And he quickly tells the story of the fighting pit and who met them. And the other day, they went, this one, and he points to, the Mechanica priest. This one was working here, and his master was part of this conspiracy. They have stolen gene seed of the Blood Angels. And they have a sort of laboratory or vault that they're working to surely corrupt that for their own usage.
He just... Newt, is this true?
Yes, Archmilitant, it is true. I have seen it with my own eyes. The children of the Emperor aligned themselves with House von Skald.
It pains me to say it, but it is true. I know they have a wide berth. I know the warrant of trade that gives the power of the rogue trader a very large amount of stuff that no people within the Imperium would never get. But freeing people from prisons, dangerous psychers, having us impersonate the Inquisition.
Gydron he was procured from that prison for a very specific reason. To destroy House Septon, of course. He used to actually serve them and knows their homeworld and their fortress, and would have guided someone through on an assault.
Yes, that may be so, Archmilitant. That may be why we did it. But it is not just that. That would be understandable for one house to attack the other. But there is this business with the children of the Emperor that cannot be dismissed, nor the stealing of gene seeds of other Astartes. There is something more afoot in this house. And the longer we align ourselves with them, well, we know the Inquisition is here. And that never ends well when heresy is involved.
He's considering for a moment, and his eyes kind of flicker over to Valeria, and he just, who are they? Who is this? He looks at Kiv as well.
They are agents we're recruiting to try and stop this madness. He points to Valeria and the three troopers. These are mercenaries of some skill, and this individual, he worked with the former master that we have since killed in his efforts to work with the traitors and corrupted gene seed to produce presumably more of their foul beings.
Kiv bows to him, or nods.
Grunts.
It has only been a day, but we can show you the vault. If they have moved it, if they were smart, they have moved it. We can show you where it is, though.
Might be hard to move all that. Genghis cut in. Very specific equipment in there. Might just have more guards.
I don't know what gene seed looks like. It wouldn't mean anything to me.
But you know what it is.
I know what it is. It doesn't mean that what I see is gene seed. I am a warrior, not a scientist, not a medicae, not a chirurgeon. I will...
Then tell me...
Good.
Tell me, what does your warrior instinct tell you? Do you not find it odd that all these things have been happening ever since the retrieval of that artifact, and now these individuals are making themselves known?
What is it you would have me do?
Join us. Fight for our cause. Fight for the Emperor.
I wouldn't ask you to attack someone that you feel is a father, but I would ask you to not stand in our way. Or, if we were so lucky, tell us how we can get to him.
He looks at the five of you and says, I can take you to him, and we will assess the truth of this. And if Lord Cranix is as you say, then I will take up arms with you. And if not, and you duplicitous, then I will take up arms against you. I give you my word.
Does it look like he's telling the truth?
Yeah,
like
he
it.
has no
That's
ability to
well.
lie. He's just like, yeah.
That is all I can ask then, Arch-Militant.
He grunts and says, very well. Meet me on this at this time tomorrow. And he says, I have the coordinates. I will pass the coordinates to Claudia.
Very well.
And he says, may the Emperor protect you.
And you as well.
And he opens the door, looks both ways, and you just hear his power arm go "Roo, roo, roo," as he kind of runs down the alleyway. Door shuts behind him.
Tech Priest, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You know this area. Is there anywhere that we can prepare ourselves, procure weapons to fight what is most certainly going to be a difficult endeavor, to say the least?
Do I know of anywhere we could purchase weapons?
Probably. Let's do a... Yeah, you know of a place. I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Okay. Yeah, he nods. And he looks over to the others too. Our new friends. Yes. There is a place we can go for equipment. Perhaps our new friends can help as well.
As we say, I have 3,000 solars that you may use.
Many thanks. it will go to destroying those who have fallen to the dark mechanic.
For House Zepton.
All right, we got 3,000 more. What do we got in the pool?
Bumps it up to 28
Yeah.
plus whatever.
Are you gonna try to go to this place?
Yeah, I think, and the streets are locked down, right? We'd have to kind of sneak there, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, when they're thinking about going to leave, Jenkins will sit there. Maybe we can wait to hear one of the patrols, or if you got some way you can tell, if we can see what one of the patrols passing and try to move out then. See if we can get a gap between the patrols that are going around for the lockdown.
Yeah, is there any way I can make like a drone or something to scout out for us?
You probably don't have the parts for that.
But don't you have an auger now that the streets are cleared? You could probably do a little bit better avoiding
Yeah.
Yeah,
armed
I would
patrols, maybe.
agree with that for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I'll use the scanner.
Okay.
Yes, I have an idea of what I might need.
Okay. Back into the alleyway you go. You're heading towards this place, which you are unable to use the subway, so it's going to take a little longer. You're heading in that direction, and please, you can give me an awareness roll, everyone, if you would like.
Is it possible when we take the 3,000 from Valeria to get her contact information as well?
Get whose contact information?
Valeria.
Oh yeah,
in case we get like,
yeah.
split up.
Newt coming through again.
Yep.
Newt's saving us tonight, man. Roll like shit.
Newt, something, and Kiv, but Newt, you see something familiar again. You see someone walking in your direction, and coming out of a shimmering light, it's once again Mystara walking towards you, in the direction that you're going. And it's dawning on you, you don't know how she is, like, finding you. Like,
Guns out again from Jangus for sure.
Yeah, Newt pulls his
If it
sword
makes
out again and looks at Mystara.
she's quite a bit away, and she doesn't get too close. And she says, "Did you watch my gift?"
Yes, we did, and we are not interested in falsehoods.
Oh, it is not a
So
falsehood.
please be on your
It is
way.
not a falsehood. I wanted to explain it more to the thin blood than anyone.
Why do you keep calling me that? Mutie, mutant, I get all those. What's thin blood supposed to be?
No. It is because on your journey to Kamara, things happened, and now you have a gift from beyond.
What are you talking about? What gift?
The gift that only the Dark Prince can grant.
I recognize that.
Lore. If you have forbidden lore, that would help.
Nope.
No, you're not sure. Anyone could roll if they wanted, but
Oh no.
I ain't met any princes in my time. must have me confused for somebody else.
I don't think so. It is time to come home.
Home's pretty far away from me. Regulon 7's a whole different sector of space.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Do you remember your
What range is
dream?
he at?
Dream. Psyker, how do you know about that?
Because I helped you dream it.
What's she talking about?
Yeah, Genghis doesn't immediately answer that. He looks in the stone. You're the one that did all that day, that with...
I didn't do
Well,
it. I released you to do it on your own. You remembered, and it had a certain effect on you. It was unexpected. I certainly did not want the Geller Fields to be brought down either.
I didn't do that.
Valeria's looking extremely cautious. She's like backing up, and what is she talking about? The Geller Fields? I know that somehow they failed. What is she talking about?
She's just trying to make things up. Same thing we talked about before. He's blinking. He's like starting to sweat. I didn't do that damn thing. I don't know what you're talking about. What was that dream? What do you mean, home?
Kamara is your home.
The hell is that?
She gives a big smile and says, "The Drukari home, of course."
No, that ain't right. I'm a mutant, that's for sure. I've always been quicker, but I remember my time. I grew up on the frontier. I remember it.
I understand. There is much for you to remember. There's much that is hidden from you, locked inside your mind. We will help you remember. I think unfortunately, this game has come to an end. Come with me, Genghis. I can promise you certain things if you do. Do you wish your friends to survive this ordeal? To be swift away from this thing with von Skald? To safety. Forever. I can make this happen. If you just come with me.
This is
She
heresy.
seemed forthcoming. Is she being honest?
You can roll intuition if you like. Let me think. Probably not. Yeah, Newt says this is heresy, and she just doesn't really respond.
You want me to trust you and you want me to come with you. But I can tell you're lying to me.
You're right.
I don't mean none of that.
Well, I mean that you can come with me and we can unlock your memories, but your friends... my friends won't let them live. I'm sorry. Very well. I guess it has come to this. I'm sorry. But...
Thane's
Yeah, good.
Thane's gonna do what he does best and just aim and shoot.
Yeah, as you do,
Oh, shit.
yeah, it actually hits some sort of, field around her, a psychic field, and, kind of burns out as more portals open next to her, and there's a couple things that pop out. Let's see. Let me find my things here. It's time for some fun.
A couple things that pop out.
Hold on. Where would this be?
Oh no.
If I can.
Forgot what they're called. Space Marines.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna be It's not gonna be Space
No,
Marines.
where the hell?
I think I might know.
This is the Dark Prince that we're talking about.
Oh, there we
This is
go.
This is a different thing that's going to be. I have an idea. Yeah. Oh.
And
No.
Were you thinking Daemonettes?
I thought for a second. Yeah, but I guess that's too on the nose. This is also what I would have. This is my second worst expectation.
yeah, and she kind of steps back and back into one of those portals and disappears, and she says, "Bring the thin blood, kill the others." And let me get this ready. Give me a second. I gotta change this. Well, actually, they're here too.
I'm gonna be real fucking surprised if House Zepton decides to fight Drakari, but they might not have a choice, I guess.
Alright, so this is pretty much correct. Let me get Claudia on here. I guess needs. Okay. Give me like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
See, now the next question is, what weapons do they have?
Who?
The Dark Eldar.
Oh God. You wouldn't even know. I mean, they have blades and guns.
That's all I needed to
Yeah,
know.
they have both. Where did I find that?
What do they even use? Like the equivalent of shuriken pistols?
It's like needle rifles. I
They
think.
have
things like
you'll
that.
see. Yeah, but yes, that is what they have. There's 4 of them.
Oh fuck.
No superiority since
Yeah.
they kind of took you by surprise. Okay. Roll all. Okay. Let me see. Alright, wait until everybody gets back. The initiative order is done. Did somebody step out? I don't know. I thought I saw somebody said BRB. Yeah, I knew.
I'm still here.
I think
No, is that
Cypher. His
X
ex.
did.
This won't impact him. First thing I'm gonna do for the House Zepton guys is I'm going to roll like a courage thing for them to see what they do. Let's see. I think that would probably be discipline. So I'll roll it for Valera first. Actually, I'm gonna do it as a GM roll, so you don't know. Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you saw it anyway. Yeah, she rolled 100, so that's not good.
She literally shit her pants
Yep.
and passed out from the fear.
Yep. This will just go for all of them. Oh, okay. Well, oh, there you go. All right.
We got one guy.
The leader's a giant pussy.
I just got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Sorry.
I feel like 100 is what Walter Peck said. Just fucking.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
pass out.
Ah!
Yeah, that's bad.
I queefed.
Fucking couple light warriors like one down.
Yeah.
They might like that.
Okay.
I love the smell of shit in the evening.
All right. This one. Okay. He is going to take his splinter rifle. Aaron, let me actually change the music real quick. Combat music. No, I don't like that one. Yeah, it's not bad. Alright. Takes his rifle, points it at this guy, and fires. So, splinter rifle. Fire. He missed. Troopers, lucky day. Okay, that one misses. The other one, which I think is this one, he fires at Valeria. Doesn't know that she's already crapped her pants and.
She didn't wear her brown pants.
That's gonna hit. She will try to
Oh.
dodge.
Oh, in the face. Oh
In
no.
the head.
Let's see. Pull her up. Yep, she will. Oh man. Alright,
Ooh,
that's a
my.
hit. 6 damage. So she takes 6 wounds. Oh, she has armor. Actually, no damage. But penetrate. Let me see this thing. Penetrating 1, so 1 wound. But then she needs to. It has poisoning. So let me look at that real quick. 1 second, sorry. Optional rules. She needs to make a fortitude poison skill check. No, she's not poisoned. So she just takes a very minor damage. She's good. Okay. Troopers. Trooper 1. Okay. Trooper 3, I guess. He'll move this way and shoot. Back here. Watch the troopers just destroy. No, miss.
69 is a crit.
It is when the Slanesh guys are attacking. This guy will shoot at the other one. That's a miss. They're trembling. This one will shoot at the same guy, we'll say. 28 will hit. It'll use a reflex, sure. Or a reaction, I should say. It's pretty good at that. Oh, that's not as good as I thought, actually. I hit him. 5 damage. And he has 5 armor, so nothing. All right, let me get this. Where is that? Okay, so he did a reaction. So now it's Valeria's turn, and Valeria turns and flees. Gone. She doesn't say anything. She just turns and runs as fast as she can away.
Understandable.
Jangus, you're up.
Okay. So, I'm looking for good cover that's near me that I can move to.
I would say this is whatever this is okay.
Yeah, let's get in there. So I'll go to here. Use a free action to get into cover. And then we finally get to use Gunslinger. So I'm gonna shoot with both pistols at the same time.
Okay. So make sure when you shoot with your offhanded weapon, it'll stick a disadvantage on there. Change that to just normal, because it doesn't know the handedness thing. Which one are you gonna shoot
Let's
at?
make sure. Let me look at these fellows. We'll shoot this
Okay.
one. And then I just want to make sure good for fighting. Okay. Plasma pistol first.
Okay. I think that one's in your offhand, so just.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. Oh God, I will probably use. Yeah, I'm gonna use fate on that. That's bad.
March of Fate. Oh man.
Man, you hate to see it.
Missed
anyway,
on that one.
And then stub revolver with the man stopper rounds, which I think is 3.
Pin 3, yeah.
Yeah. And this gets a 2 bonus SL because it's mastercrafted and a laser sight.
That's a hit. It will try to dodge. You didn't target him, but that shouldn't matter. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, so reflexes. Okay. So that's 7 right there. Oh no, it's 5 because you don't do that. So 5 plus what's your damage on that weapon?
6 damage,
Six,
and it has 3 pen.
11 with 3 pen. That does 11 damage. Yeah, it hits it hard. Has a look as you. I don't know what's 26. Is that? You just pick the location. Whatever. You hit it.
Yeah, body. Yeah, he slides into cover. Just plasma flies over his shoulder, melts a sign behind him, and the second solid projectile goes up into the clavicle. Shatters it. Blood flies out.
All right, Kiv.
That's my turn.
Right. Kiv is going to... Oh shit, how do you move?
Kiv's gonna turn and run. Kiv's like, fuck that shit.
Alright. This is cover here, yeah?
Yes. But that's an action for you. You don't have the same thing as Jangus to get in cover for free.
Okay. Yeah, he's done then.
Okay. Yeah, that would be it. Thane, it's your turn.
He's got his last pistol in his hand.
Yeah,
I guess.
you draw for free in this.
Yeah, Thane, is that...
Partial.
Can you get into cover
partial.
there?
But if
Partial.
you have, do you have drilled or whatever it is?
I
Okay.
do. I do.
Tactical movement,
Yep.
I mean.
For
Yeah,
tactical movement, I also have that. So he's going to hit the same warrior that Jangus hit. So that's the guy in the far
Mhm.
left.
He also has done this already.
And we're
so
going to
he
shoot.
He can't dodge again.
Oh, you know what? Are those street lights? Are they?
He's going to burst him.
This? I don't know. Miss.
We're going to do one fate because why not?
That's a hit.
There we go. That's better.
Alright, so he can't, it's going to be unopposed because he can't do it. So it's 12 it kills him. How does it look?
So he sees him taking a few good shots, and it's a giant round hole in his chest from the man stop around. So he just kneels down beside Jangus and just depresses the trigger and just bolts of last round shootout and just strafe and peppering him, doing kind of the body shake, and he falls backwards.
Mm-hmm. Claudia, she is going. What would you like her to do? I'll let you guys choose.
Not die because she's our contact. She's how we get the information.
She has a gun and a sword, so it's up to you. You tell me.
Is there a hold action? I forget.
There is a yes. There's an interrupt kind of action, yeah. It works like, I think if nothing happens, she goes at the end of the round.
Yeah, she's gonna wait to see who charges so she can countercharge. Because she's better with a sword than a gun, if memory
Yes, that's
serves.
for sure. All right, Newt's up.
Can I get those?
You
This guy?
if you, I think you can. Hold on, with charge. Let me see. Get in here. Charge.
Get up in
You
him.
move as far as your speed allows and make a melee attack with your speed only lets you go 4. You could move and then charge, so you can move. You can go 8 with a charge. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay, and then I can do a melee attack, or that's it?
You can do a melee attack, yeah. So you have disadvantage to defend yourself.
Okay.
You make a charge by control. Okay. Yep. You sure can. Just you attack with advantage.
Okay, nice.
That's gonna be a hit. He will try to defend with his melee. So he'll try to parry with his blade. Oh wow. Good hit. That's 12 damage.
And then there is penetrating of 2
Okay, so
and rend of 1.
okay, so penetrating of 2. So that gets 3, so minus 3. So that's 9 damage, and then rend. Okay, so he takes 9 damage from all that. How does it look?
Okay, cool. So as soon as he sees this, Newt screams at the top of his lungs, "The Emperor protects! I am the Emperor's will! Die, Xenos scum!" And he starts charging with them with this sword held really high from an high arc, and then he kind of brings it down across, cleaving this Xenos scum like across the chest.
This other Light Warrior moves down here to your flank and attacks you with his sword.
Can Claudia countercharge that to protect his flank?
Yeah, she 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she can. When he, I think it's got to be after his action. But no, she can move here and attack him. Is that what you want her to do? Okay.
Yeah.
So when he moves here, she moves there, and then she'll go first. Okay. She attacks with her sword. She's got a chainsword now. I forgot. That's a miss.
Oh no.
Oof.
But he does need to. Well, actually, we don't know that. He needs to do a skill check. Yeah. Nothing. He parries it. That's her turn. He goes to attack Newt. Newt, you need to roll your reflexes or melee. You do get disadvantage since you charged.
Okay. How disadvantage?
Yeah, it'll pop up.
There we go.
So -3. So oh, you rolled twice. Interesting. Okay. So he was -1. You're -3. That's 7 damage. Minus whatever your armor is. No penetrating on that. So, what's your armor?
Oh, armor I think is 7.
Nothing gets through then. It's head.
Nothing gets
Head.
through.
So head is 7. Yeah, it like bashes off your helmet and nothing happens. All right, cool. I think that's the end of the round. Yep. Callback Warrior 2. That's this one. That is it? Let me see, which one is it? Yeah. So he's hurt. He is going to attack you back. And you have disadvantage until your next turn, so here we go. Sword. Roll. 83. I need you to roll your melee. Disadvantage.
My two-handed or melee? Which one can I roll?
Either one.
Anyone.
Yeah, whatever you.
Yeah,
Two-handed,
okay.
yeah. So yes. So
The critical failure though.
yeah, it is a critical failure. Okay, so he doesn't technically hit you, but you critical fail. So let's see. Go ahead and roll D10.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
2.
Nose.
No, well, it's a critical failure. It's not the same thing. So.
Oh yeah. This is
Hold
really
on.
hard.
Yeah, not the nose.
Yeah, not my beautiful nose.
He broke it correctly.
He finally went a combat so far without getting hurt terribly, and then fucking breaks his nose again.
Donkey kicked him in the side of the head and fixed his cross eye.
Can see better than I ever have.
Oh shit! Hold on. I did the wrong thing here. How do I get out of this mode? There we go. There we go. Critical failure. It's actually called a fumble, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fumble. No, what the fuck? Stop. Oh man, come on. PDF is being dumb. If anybody can find fumbles on here, let me know. There we go. Fumble. 213. Okay, fumble table. 355. Okay. 2. You have disadvantages on all tests until the end of your next turn. So all tests now. Okay. So he hits you. You parry it, but somehow you kind of get staggered and flail about. The next one that goes is going to take.
Cool.
What's that? Did you say something?
No, I said
Okay.
cool.
This one moves down. He's going to attack Claudia. That's a hit. She'll do skill 48. And what's her melee? Oh yeah, dodge is better. Look at that. She dodges it. Yeah, she steps out of the way as this guy comes to kill her. And it is the troopers. I'm going to make them roll again. Discipline. Nah. Yeah, they take off. They begin to run away. They just turn and, I don't need this! And they just run.
When they run away, Newt just shouts back at them, "No wonder House Zepton is such a shit house."
Genghis.
Oh, it is me. Alright. This is fucking messy, so Genghis is gonna try to get someplace that he's not gonna shoot Newt in the back or Claudia because, you know, there's some scrutiny right now anyway. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can get to like here.
With your speed being fast, let's see, I think so. Range, you are
I was
fast.
right
You can
here.
make 6 squares. Yep.
Okay. So I'll get here, and I'm not gonna worry so much about the cover because this is all knotted up, so I don't think they're worried about me. I am gonna shoot. It's a control T. Is that
Just
what it is
T.
for targets?
Just
or-
cover and T. Yep.
Just T?
So
All right,
remember,
there it
if you do miss by 1 SL, you will hit Claudia. That's the way it works.
is. It's one exactly.
One
right?
exactly. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna believe that's not gonna happen. Man, just shoot with both pistols.
Okay. Didn't miss by 1.
I'm not gonna reroll. I'm not gonna reroll it because it's safe. This plasma pistol is
I don't know how to use
not
this
great.
thing.
And it's a little new, and then the stub. And that's to be 2 more SL as well
4.
because of the master crafting laser. So it's 4.
Okay. He will try to dodge. Do a reaction.
Got to tell you, only tech priests can use those plasma pistols.
Yeah, you
I
should give it to
probably
me.
just.
You should. I mean, you warned me. Oh, I did.
So I think that is a miss.
Yeah. Or either way.
So he's +4, and then you're +4, so 0. 16. So let me see what that would be. His is the 39. Versus so let's see. Oh, yours is a 39. Yeah, you miss. Yep. So that's his reaction as he evades your shot. Kiv.
That's my turn.
Alright, Kiv's gonna go for it.
You don't really have a shot at anybody right now. Not from where you are.
Can I shoot that one there? Or, I should move a little bit over to
Yeah,
the
you
right.
can do that. Yeah, now you can hit him.
And this one has the burst, or
It does have burst, yeah. The last pistol has burst. It has burst or auto fire, I think, actually. That is a miss.
that's it for him. He pops up and goes.
March, but 41. Did you do your SL? You did yeah, you did burst, right? So.
Yeah.
Nope, that's actually.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't reloaded.
Oh, okay. All right. So who's up? Thane.
Thane. He's gonna move over and open up on blue dot as well.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't target the guy.
It's okay. That is a hit, and he can't do anything, so I gotta do unopposed. 10 damage.
Two
Two
pen.
pen, so that's 10 damage, 2 pen, 7 damage.
Thane comes around to Kiv's side and kind of kneels down, does a quick short burst into him, causing some damage, hopefully distracting him enough to give Claudia a chance.
And she is going to attack whom? Guy you just attacked or somebody else?
Yeah,
Okay.
he takes the hits and it creates an opening for Claudia to try and finish him off.
She will swing her chainsword. Didn't do anything. That's weird. Let's try that again. Huh. That's interesting. Did it roll?
I'm not
I
seeing
didn't see it
anything.
either. Let's. Hold on, let me untarget him. Target him again. Weird.
I see a dice stuck on the screen.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
one stuck on the screen too. Is that mine? Do you want me to roll it again?
You can try.
It seems a similar color to mine.
So we're crashy.
I don't see anything.
Oh yeah, it didn't. It seems your dice mucked it all up.
I'm gonna reboot my screen, see if it does anything.
Crashy.
No, now I see it. Alright, let's try it again.
Oh yeah, now I see Claudia's change.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh wow, lots of them. Holy shit.
went nuts.
But my screen is totally different. Like, nobody's where they're supposed to be.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Everybody's fucking dead or not
That's
there.
weird.
What the hell?
Mine's the same.
Like
Claudia
they're not even there. Like, the
swung-
bad guys aren't even there.
Oh shit.
Claudia has like fucking 20 chainsword rolls right now.
I only
That's
rolled it
super
like
tame.
3
No,
times.
it's way more than
It's all
20.
the exact same
Holy
roll.
Shit.
Yeah.
There's only one that's in there that's like Thane.
We might have to log back in. Hold on.
Whoa.
That's like infinite rolls. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Hold on. Let me.
Claudia broke the fucking roll chain code or something. I don't know.
Yep. It was stuck in an infinite loop. The Omniscient is not pleased
The
with
machine spirits are pissed.
this.
Fucking fucking spray some unguents on that shit. Wipe it down. What are
Need
the
some ointments?
what are the things for There's a specific name for them, like the little cans you get that you can spray to the PCs to get the dust out of them.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Get some of that shit, start spraying.
Yes. Compressed
Pull,
air to like
pull that
clean your PC.
motherfucker off. He's give the machine spirit some compressed air.
Oh yeah.
My man's sweating in there.
Clean the dust off me now.
I am angry. There's a goofy little guy on my computer. Oh.
Oh man, it's still fucked up. That's weird. Totally weird. Hold on, let me go out of here. I'm so confused. Activate. Activate. Yeah, it's like...
What the fuck?
Yeah, I rebooted the whole game. Alright, well, hold on. Can kind of figure it out here. Like this, it's like before we even started.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So put your tokens generally where they were. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so the initiative order is still up. Okay, that's good.
Oh, it says the game's paused.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Oh. Okay.
So she
So
was
I
like right
was here.
there-ish.
Basically, directly above Thane was one of the warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he was 5 squares. I think Claudia was 1 square
She was
to
over.
the
I
northeast.
mean, as long as it's all like relative. Wasn't it like that? And then like this? Something like that?
I think it was like that, but they were all moved forward 1, like towards the top
Towards
1.
the top like this.
Yeah, I think it was something
The
like
question
that.
is, these guys don't have any damage on them. Because they're... This guy had only 1 hit point left. I know that. Right?
The guy on the end on the right got hit
7.
by Thane.
For 7, right?
I think it was 7.
But I don't... I think it's actually like this, though. Hold on. Oh, shit.
I think Kabbalah at 1 was between
Yeah.
the two of them.
I think this is what it's supposed to be. I think this guy had no...
No, you
Yep,
had it right
that's what
the
it
first
was.
time.
Yeah,
You had it right
yeah.
the first time.
It's...
It was the. Oh no,
No,
you're
no,
right.
this is
I'm
correct.
This
wrong.
is correct right
I'm
here,
wrong.
This is
right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
And this
yes.
guy
yeah,
has
you're
7
right.
wounds. And this guy had how many wounds? He had 13 wounds.
You said,
Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
And
almost positive that's right.
Yeah, that guy was on 1. This guy got hit. I don't know about the
I
guy
don't
in
know
the
why
middle.
it's not
I don't know if he got
showing
hit
his
at
wound
all.
there. That's... I don't think the guy in the middle had any wounds.
No, he didn't get
No,
hit.
he did not. Nobody hit him.
These guys do have wounds in there. Wait, this is... Hold on, I'm just doing... I don't know why it's not showing up, but... Oh, it's because... we are in combat. Alright, well, whatever. Your wounds aren't showing up either. Hold on, I know Claudia's next. I'm going to do this real quick. And then... Sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, so Claudia is next. Begin combat. There we go. Now everything's showing up. Okay, let me just go to her. Alright. Okay.
It's weird, man.
Alright.
I remembered my ammo.
Is, who did you want her to attack?
The one I just
Oh, the one,
peppered.
okay,
the one on the
okay,
right.
Gotcha. Alright, so let's see. So she has combat. What's going? Oh, chainsword. Alright, there we go. That's... Well,
Nice.
he'll do his thing. Skills. What's the best skill? Probably this one. Oh yeah, parries it.
Fuck.
Yeah. Parried. Yeah, she swings at him and he knocks it aside. And that would be her turn. And then Warrior 2 is the one above Newt. Newt, I think you don't have disadvantage anymore. Oh, you know what? Fuck. Hold on. It's supposed to be like this. Newt, it's your turn. You have disadvantage right now from your fumble, but it's your turn. Sorry, initiative wasn't correct when it ended combat, but it is now.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Disadvantage.
That's going to be a crit.
Nice.
Click on that critical down there. Okay. So, number one. Okay, so let me do his thing first. So he's going to try to defend it. Okay. Oh boy. All right.
Shit.
So his is a minus. So you get a +4. What's your damage?
Hold on. Damage is 8.
What's your pin?
2.
Okay. So that's 13 damage. So that puts him at 0. Or puts him at 14, I should say. So that was 13 damage. That's a 12 plus 9. So this is just not even considering the base crit. So that's it's over a 20 for a critical wound to the leg. 20 plus. Your leg is completely destroyed and torn from your body, causing shock and catastrophic blood loss. You are dead. So you cut off his leg and he dies.
Yeah.
Yep. You want to describe that?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Newt kind of, first he slashes him across his uh, chest, and then he twirls the sword around, kind of brings it back, and does this like double-handed backward kind of a cut where he shoves the sword up what would be quote unquote the groin of this Xenos scum, and then from there he just ends up carving the whole leg off and then lopping it off as the leg falls somewhere else and the body falls in the other direction.
Nice. Okay. The soldier is going to attack. Well, I guess he's going to attack you. No more disadvantage for you. Not that it mattered. Sword. 37. You can roll your two-handed.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
You're good. So it
Why did
did
it roll
hit. It's
twice?
6 damage. What's your armor?
7.
It doesn't get through. Just bounces off. Too much of a badass. The other guy is going to attack Claudia. Yeah. And he does so with his sword. That's a hit. She will defend. If I can get their skills, that is. Okay. So 8 damage with her armor on her arm is 2. 6 damage. So yeah, he cuts her pretty bad, but nothing that is going to kill her right now. Zhangish, you're up. I'm working on the music. It's not working for me,
Yeah. Next verse, same as the first. I think I'll just shoot this loser again. Both. Both guns is good.
Fail on that one. See, I don't see it.
No, it's... For whatever reason, it's not registering my plasma pistol with the right number. It's supposed to be 58, but
Oh,
it's
I don't
48.
even see a roll.
No, I haven't.
okay,
I
I
haven't
see.
rolled yet. I was looking at that in the screen. No, you're good. I was trying to figure that out before I roll it. This is supposed to be with 58. Let's see if it does it correctly.
It could.
Oh no, that's updated. It just updated.
Oh.
Well, so that should be. That should be
+3.
3.
Why
Yeah,
is
it'd
it?
be 3.
Why is it 58? Is that your gun skill?
Yeah, it's my normal gun skill. It was registering as 48. So I don't know why that is.
Huh.
Because it's a pistol.
I wonder if it's not considered a pistol. Plasma pistol. It says pistol. It does say 58. Okay, I don't understand that. Anyway, that's 3 degrees of success. He'll try to react.
This dude's fucking killing me.
Missing. Well, he can't dodge again,
That
so.
revolver, Nick. That revolver.
Well, that hits him. It's gonna go unopposed. 9 damage. Is there any pin on that?
3 pin. No, 3 pin.
3 pin. So it's only 2 armor. 7. That puts him at max wounds. So he takes a critical roll of d10. A 9. That might be good. That was to his leg or arm. 9. Mangled hand. He drops. Give me a 1d2 roll. Right or left. He drops his gun. Hand is crushed. Broken bone major. You lose 1d10 minus 5 fingers. That's funny. I'm gonna since there's only one left, I'm gonna get just how do you shoot him down? No reason to keep going.
Just blow the gun out of his hands and say we rattle through him if he's getting shot. If he's dead.
And this one dies too. As Newt and Claudia team up to cut him down. And you somehow easily defeat the Xenos.
Thane, now that he's done sitting in the back, and let Claudia and Genghis and Newt do the up close and personal, kind of walks up and stomps one on the head, filthy Xenos, and spits on him and goes, "Now, let's get back to where we need to go." Did he get any sort of Vox speed ability to communicate with those chicken shits from
you had their frequency, yeah.
Channel or freak, yeah. He channels him, he goes, and he kind of mockingly, "When you're done cleaning the shit out of your drawers, we can meet back up. We handled it."
Yeah, there's no response. Claudia's like, "What were those things? Were those one of those strange servitors that just came in out of nowhere?"
Those are the things in league with Lord Kranix.
She looks to Newt and then Genghis. "What should we do? Are they gonna come back for us?"
They might. I don't know. He looks at him and he's just trying to make sense of all of it because they're claiming he's a Xeno and everything else. He's kind of. They might. They seem to think I'm one of them or something.
Why don't you tell the Archmilitant what you saw here?
I will.
If that doesn't help convince him, I don't know what else will. But for now, we need to lay low. We need to get to this armory, and get ready for the battle to come.
Yeah, Kiv can take you the rest of the way, and then you guys can do some shopping offline.
Sounds good.
Any final roleplay?
Thane kind of slaps a fresh magazine into his hell gun, and more determined than ever, and feeling better and better about his decision to betray Lord Thanex. Now they're dealing not only with the Emperor's children, but whatever these Xenos scum are, and come hell or high water, he's going to see this to the end.
Newt carefully and methodically walks to each Xenos body and curb stomps their skulls in. And each time he says a prayer in some dialect that is not clear. He then kind of finds a dirty rag and cleans his sword off their blood and throws the rag on their bodies and walks away. And again is under his breath, he's muttering something to himself.
Kiv, Shangus.
Jengus, while they're going through all that, he leans up, he reloads his guns, he leans up against this light or whatever it is, and he's just thinking about what she said in the dream, and unlocking his memories, and he's just trying to think, like, he's starting to have doubts. Did he actually do all that? Like, he's trying to think back and figure out if she's telling the truth now.
Kiv, you got anything to get us out of here? Kiv is silent.
Kiv's at the gym.
He's jogging.
He's like, I gotta get me something better than the last pistol.
Well,
That's it. We done.
woohoo! We survived.
Easily. Beat their ass.
It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, us too. They have very high...
They rolled
Yeah.
bad.